everyone here knows me, and I know most everyone here. Everyone I do know, and welcome. And I thank you so much for being here. It's an honor, and I will give you everything that I can during this short period of time. And let's see. Any questions or comments or statements or anything, please, anything from anyone that I can try to answer, or I won't make up anything or make excuses for it. Anything, please. Oh, come on, chickens. Just chicken livers.
I'm just glad to see you again. I finally have a Tuesday off. So when I saw this pop up that Healing Circles tonight, I was like, I can actually do this one. So I'm really grateful.
Oh, that's great. And I'm really glad you're here too. That's nice. And again, if you do want to make an appointment for Arizona, do it as soon as possible, either through Sue or me. And,
okay.
And just knock it out. I think there's only maybe two, the most 3 appointments left.
Okay.
And so if you decide to.
Sure.
And let's see. No other compliments. That's nice.
Okay. I just have so many ailments, and they're almost all like less painful and less annoying, like just much more comfortable and not even as noticeable. Most everything, like gallbladder, like my digestion. I'm not that careful with what I eat, so I'm taking a little advantage, and I haven't had any problem with that.
That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that, Diane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The neuropathy in my feet, still a little annoying, but I keep on walking on, marching along.
Yeah.
I guess I just came for prayers this time.
See, yeah, everyone has to be like me with almond M&Ms and coffee, and only that diet, and that'll heal you right away.
I saw they have these big containers in Costco. I mean, the huge jars.
Hey, Diane, I got 5 of them in my cupboard. I had 7. And now I only got 5 left of those things, of the almond M&M, huge containers, bags of them. So
I got a chocolate craving, and I said I should have bought one of those jugs of M&Ms. I tried
for yourself, not me.
Yeah,
not for me. I got too many.
Next time I go back, I'll say this is for Mark.
No, not for me, because I have too many.
Mark's honor, I'll eat it.
There you go. Really divulge in it, all day and all night long. There you go. All right. All right, good. Yeah, anyone has almond M&Ms, it'll be remembrance of me. So, all right. So, they say if you see things 3 times, that means it's a sign. So if you go to the store 3 times and see them, it's a sign. All right. So Ruth, talk to me. Anything in particular you'd like me to work with, and I will do everything I can, hon.
I know you will, Mark. And I appreciate that so much. Yeah, if you could work on my, it was better for like 2 weeks. And now I don't know what I did, but it's back and it hurts. It's the left side of what I'm sitting on.
Left cheek?
Yeah, and it's the muscle you need to bicycle properly. So I haven't bicycled since Saturday, and it's still hurting. So
okay. All right, but it was gone for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and I got back to riding, and it was great. And
maybe you need another bicycle seat or something. I don't know.
No, the bicycle seat's fine.
Okay, let me work with it then.
Thank you.
I'm curious, can you tell if one of your legs is longer than the other one?
I can't, but I think you said that was the case, perhaps.
Okay, let me let me
done-
work with that and see if you notice any change.
Okay.
Oh, and everyone, please, I forgot to mention this.
The other side.
I'm sorry.
The right side,
Uh,
as opposed to left-
my
my
left,
left, your right.
yeah. And everyone, please, don't forget, if it's within your heart, give something to gifting on the tab on the website, if it's within your heart. It goes to good use, not only for us, but for, to keep functioning, but for this other fellow as well that I work with on the streets. And it goes for food, it goes for a little cash, it goes for groceries, food, etc. And he cannot work. He's bipolar and he's schizophrenic. And so a great combination, and he's in his, I think, 60s, late 60s. But in any case, so the gifting tab on the website, and also we have events coming up. I'm going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona this coming 7th, and it's going to be maybe 120. And so people will come to see me, an appointment, thank God. And other than that, I got 2 days of appointments. It's just about filled. I have about 2 or 3 appointment times left, and they'll go pretty quickly. So contact me as soon as you can if you're interested in Scottsdale, Arizona. And for the workshop next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is a workshop on prayer, and really exciting the potential of prayer, and finding out how it manifests and what to do to make it manifest within yourself and all around. And it'll teach you the dynamics of it. It's a little esoteric, but it'll teach you causes. And so if anyone's interested, it's on the website, and do take advantage of that. And then on Thursday, there's a 2-hour workshop on prayer. And take advantage of that. And in the meantime, of course, I have appointments, telephone, Zoom, FaceTime, Messenger, whatever. And, easily, if you want, make an appointment with me, and I'll work with you for up to an hour. There's also the 20-minute appointment, which is less expensive, but it's really good. And take advantage of that as well, if you're interested in the shorter appointments. So other than that, let's work with Ruth and her, my left, her right. So,
The other way around.
my right, her left.
Yes.
I'm so dyslexic. All right. There we go. Now, this, I don't want to make any claims, I pretty much leave it to what I refer to as God. And so I don't know how, what, why, when, where things work. I just know things, that it's done. So let's see how this helps you. And also, if you notice later a change in your leg length as well, where it'll be balanced. So
I'm not sure how I would notice that, because I've never noticed that it's unbalanced. So
you may notice it through your stepping. It may feel different or it may feel the same, who knows? If it was a little bit, they could throw a lot off. And so we'll see, we'll see. And you may or may not notice it. No big deal. It's
Okay.
still there. All right, good. Let's see how this affects you then.
Great, thanks, Mark.
All right, my pleasure. Tamara, hey. Hi.
Hi.
Any one thing in particular you would like me to work with? Florrie's here. Hey, Florrie. Anything you'd like me to work with tomorrow? One thing in your
Liver.
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 All right. Are you feeling really down and tired at times or?
All the
Okay.
time.
All right. Do you eat meat?
No, not often.
I'm just, guessing that it might be good for you, say to have a hamburger once a week or something, or a steak or something.
It's a little less than that. I just switched to Mediterranean. So just eating a little bit more like olive oils and, fish and
I know, but
good stuff.
there's supplements in meat that other things don't have.
Okay.
Just, suggesting. Mediterranean is supposed to be great, I heard. My
But
buddy,
eat some meat.
I'm sorry?
But eat some meat.
Yeah,
Okay.
even a quarter of a pound, a patty or something,
Sure. Yeah.
or
Okay.
a quarter of a steak or something. Yeah,
Okay.
all righty. All right. And that will really boost you up in your blood and your oxygenation, your iron, everything.
Okay.
All right, let me work a little bit more. That was just what I saw. You got it. All right, blessings, my dear.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mike, my dear friend. Hey,
Hey, Mark.
what's happening, bro?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I still got a little bit of that. I got rid of, well, most of the long COVID in my back is gone, but there's still a little bit of it there that's nagging. And, so I figured I'd ask for a blessing.
Sure, I'd love to work with you. you may or may not relate to this, but my perception is you also need a little more water in your body,
Okay,
and that will help future uh, the future elimination process.
that makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, good. Excellent, excellent. All righty. And let me see here. Let's go to Diane. Hey, tell me one thing you would like me to work with there, Diane.
Oh, okay, well, I do want to request some blessings because I'm feeling anxious about upcoming surgery. But I think that I'm still having a little discomfort with my right foot when I walk, and we're talking about that. I'm interested. It's interesting that maybe like that one leg is they're different sizes. I don't know. I kind of connected to that, but I thought it's the neuropathy in my feet. Still a little discomfort in the seat. I try to stay off the pavement, but and some blessings. Thank you.
Now the length doesn't apply to you.
Okay. No,
Your length is good in my perception, and I'll be seeing you before the surgery.
right. I just kind of feeling anxious. Like I thought I had a little anxiety attack the other day. I thought I just need a little blessing.
Oh, of course, no problem. No, you got it.
Anything you think that else, of course, that I need, I'll take it.
You're gonna do so good in the surgery thing, and we're gonna work with you right before surgery. You're gonna do great. All right. Also in your, I'll still do a little more work with you. I'm not finished, but the lower tailbone is it pretty sore?
Pretty painful, yes.
Yeah, okay. Now, I just felt a little flow through your foot down into the foot. So let's see if that helps with the neuropathy a little bit. I'm
They're
sorry?
connected. They're connected. That makes sense, yes.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Blessings, blessings, blessings. And Flory, hey. Anything in particular, my dear?
Hi, not for me, for Sophia. I think she has some panic attacks during the nighttime. I'm not sure what those are, but if you can work a little, if you can give her blessings, not
Yeah,
sure
what is-
exactly what's happening.
Yeah, what do you think she's having?
Panic attacks?
Okay. All right. With Sophia, do you also notice the beginnings of them during the day?
Sometimes.
Okay, what you do is bring them to her attention and make her laugh about them.
Mhm.
All right,
Yes. Yes. All right. Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
good. Don't laugh at her, laugh with her.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I know the difference. Yes.
All right, good, hon. Good,
Thank you.
excellent. All right. And that will break the consciousness of that. And she's a fast learner, very intelligent young lady, little girl.
Yeah. She learns fast. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
You got it. Got it. Nini, hey,
Oh, hi, Mark. I just need a little prayer for my granddaughter. She always gets nightmare.
all right. And how old
She's
is?
5. She's 5.
Okay,
Thank you.
sure. All right. You know what, another thing that came to me, and I already did it, and I set the word down on this, but on your part too, if you can call the angels in when she sleeps,
Okay.
and
Yes.
they'll guide, direct, and protect her.
Okay. Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you. Thank you.
They're very real too.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks.
All right, good, excellent. And Michelle, anything? Are you there, Michelle? Yay.
No, I don't have anything right now that I really want to concentrate on,
Great.
but
All right. All right. Hey, come on, anyone. I want questions about anything pertaining to what I do, spirituality, intuition, about healing, about you name it. Think of something. God.
I just wanted to say thanks for last time I saw you. I had a pain in my chest, and you said, something to keep an eye on or have it checked, kind of thing. I don't know when the pain was gone. I noticed it recently, like, because I felt it a little bit, and I'm like, I don't even know when that went away, but it was gone like for a long time. They did find something in my mammograms, but I have one more appointment. This will be number 3, and
Good.
there's no changes in it. So they're like, one more, we'll be sure, and then we can move on. So I'm really
Good.
grateful. So thank you.
You got it. You got it. Yeah. That divinity, it just loves to live through us. It loves to move through us. And it's always there. It's just waiting for us to recognize it. It works with us in the healing, in many aspects of our life. We're the ones that, in a sense, sabotage ourselves quite often with things that when we were younger, we start to set up, we have an experience either through seeing it or hearing it or reading about it when we're really young. And these are the patterns, these are the things that create the patterns of our life. And we keep validating it in our life, proving that it's true. If it's a dilemma, drama, or trauma that we witnessed, even spiritual experiences can turn into dilemmas, dramas, and traumas through our perceptions. And another thing that happens, is say we had a parent that was just way too busy. And so to even give us credence or talk with us or have anything to do with us or whatever, always finding an excuse not to be there or just is always working. What we do in turn at times when we're really little is we start finding things to do to take our attention off of things too, just like our parent took their attention off of us, if that makes sense. And so later in life, in our lives, what we do is we have all these thoughts and we forget what we're doing. It leads into a pattern of that. And so we get lost when we're thinking, of too many things at once. And so we can't blame the parent necessarily. We developed the pattern. And so just, one way of developing things in our life where things begin that we're going to be plagued with later in life. And so if that makes sense. All right. Any other questions or comments, please? We've only been on for a half an hour. Oh my God. This is the shortest one in the universe.
Thank you for reminding me of the angels. So let's talk more about angels. And so I forget to call on them. Give me,
Yeah, the angelics, they're there for us. We're not there for them. And if we can take on a consciousness that we can become more conscious of them in our desire to, then after we develop that, like a muscle, building a muscle, once we develop that within our mind that, oh my God, they're real. And I want to witness one, either consciously or subconsciously. And I want to see the materialization of something from an angelic. Then it starts to develop into that as we gain trust of that. The angels are there to guide us, direct us, and protect us. They're not in charge of us. We're in charge of them, and we can call upon them, that means, and bring their presence to help us in things. They're just there. It's a consciousness that was developed. They don't have the brain organ as we do. They don't have the free will as we do. We have the ability to step outside of ourselves and, understand something of another nature. They only know their function and their purpose, if that makes sense. Any questions about that, anyone? I could try to answer.
Do you call in specific angels, or or do you just let it happen?
Yeah, there's many ways of approaching this. One is, you can, if you're attracted to, say, one of the archangels, and say Michael. Michael is one of strength, the protection, etc., and manifestations of things. And so if you call on Michael, I say Michael, then you'll begin to see little hints of things in your life, and you'll want to identify, oh, is this the angelic thing? But the more you do that, the more you learn to trust, and the greater the manifestation and the reference that you'll have. You'll see it more often. So, and different, you can call on any, you can choose any of the 7 majors, archangels, and Uriel, Gabriel, Samuel, Raphael, and those are the 5 main ones. So if you call on any of those, there'll be a manifestation in your life to develop. And it's through that conscious development that you give it, without, spewing it to the world. If you keep it within yourself, you'll see more of it. Makes sense, Tamara? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I have a hard time keeping things to myself. I'm kind of a blabbermouth sometimes, so
That's
that'll be true.
okay.
But it's kind of nice to have a secret like that, that
Yes,
connection with, just for me. Like
Yes.
a secret that
and
I
it's
don't
all
have.
part of the divinity, that godliness within you that loves you so deeply. And it just wants to give to you. That's why the Creator creates. That's what it does. The Creator creates. And it just wants to give. That's creation, the giving. Cool.
Mark,
I've heard the expression,
Sorry.
let go and let God.
Yes,
And that reminds me of that. Just turn it all over, let it go, and just be patient and be curious, and take a deep breath and be appreciative and grateful.
yes. And on the earthly level, we can apply that to some degree. To maintain that, though, is another thing, because we got the world around us, we got things to do, we got, things to write, you got phone calls, you got, all kinds of responsibilities in life, you got to rake the yard, all kinds of stuff. And so, but as we're doing all these other things, if we can do what you suggested, is anything that comes to mind, even a responsibility, if we can put that divinity in that responsibility, it's awesome. It begins to help us to alchemically change within ourselves. There's a dynamic that develops within us. And that's what we're striving for in our life, is to become more conscious of that. Just like you're suggesting. Yes.
I
Yeah.
noticed that, like the other day, yesterday, I get up in the morning, I start doing things, and I come across people, and I just ask God to bless them, because I know everybody struggles. And, and that actually helps me. It puts me in the right place. It makes me feel, okay.
Yeah, and that's perfect. And everyone has a different personality. That's the way you perceive of that, which is fantastic. My perception quite often might be, see them as my brother or my sister, and I have to give my life for them, which I will too, and so not to die for the purpose of that, but knowing that they need to live. And that's how my perception of that is. And I think that's great. What you're talking about. Yeah, it's giving ourselves, like when someone's in conflict with us, if we were to take or to get into another consciousness in that moment of anger with someone, and they're angry with us, if we can for one moment see them as our dearest friend, and we want to be there for them, they can't harm us, and it'll help them to change. Very important. Very important. if they need to change, or maybe we need to change. And maybe submitting ourselves to something who's mad at us, or someone that's mad at us, or a situation that we're involved in the throes of it, then how is this about me, God? And I think those things. How is this about me? What am I doing? What have I done to create this pattern in me of reaction, which is only resistance? Of
I
course,
agree.
if someone's going to harm you, you don't want to be there. You know, you want to walk away, get out of Dodge. Yeah.
I've with my sister and brother, I've actually put myself in their place when
So
they're angry at, at me, and understood. And actually, when I first met you years ago, I realized the same exact thing about my dad. He was always in pain. And I'd come over to visit and he'd be grumpy, and I would take that personally. It has nothing to do with me. And I realized that after meeting you, he was just getting out. He couldn't say I'm in pain. So he expressed it that way for, 5 minutes, and then it was gone. And then we had a wonderful relationship.
That's awesome.
And yeah, and that was because I met you, I believe, too.
God bless you. Yeah.
I was wondering if they're going to come out with a Mediterranean M&M diet.
I'll go straight M&M. I'm hardcore. Yeah. And good tasting coffee. Oh, quality coffee, and a great hot dog. With easy mustard, easy relish, easy onion. That's all I want in life. So, all right. So that's health food. And I read an article that Portillo's has the best hot dogs of all the commercial chains. So, all right. I just wanted to throw that tidbit at y'all. And so, all right, Ruth, you had something you wanted to mention, please.
Yes, circling back to the angels. I had one show up that ended up protecting me from a very dangerous situation.
Yes.
And I had no idea what I was about to walk into. And I listened, and I changed my mind about going in, and that was something life-saving. So
Yes. Yeah. I'm telling you, they're there to guide, direct, and protect us.
Mhm.
And the more conscious we can become of that, the more often those kinds of things will happen in our life. And it's almost like there's what is it called? It's called the tarot, and there's a card that's the Fool card, Fool. And the Fool has this little knapsack on his back, held by a stick, and he's walking off the cliff. And there's this little white dog behind him that's pushing him to keep going forward. He's up in the air whistling away, and he's just unconditionally accepting. And as he's walking off the cliff, he's still walking, and he's walking on air, and totally trust, just total trust. And that's his perfection. That's his purity that's following him. And so as that little doggy. So, and that's what we are too. We're learning to become of that nature in life. Cool.
I like that you mentioned too about I have nightmares, all the time, every night, and I've never thought to invite them in to my sleeping time. I've always kind of thought of it during the week, so
Yes.
that's just a new concept. I've never thought of it, so I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
they're there, the guide, direct, and protect us. And sometimes they can be funnier than all heck, and or pull jokes on us. And but they're there for us. They're there for us. Many a time, I have to get up at a certain time early in the morning, and after only having maybe 2 hours of sleep or something like that, or 3 hours. And there'll be there's a particular one that loves to touch my big right toe, and it sends electricity through me from my toe all the way up into my brain, my head, skull, everything, and I'm tingling, and it gently wakes me up. Another time, I remember, first story that comes to mind is in Chicago. I was in this apartment and I was laying in bed and I'm thinking, okay, angels, once again, prove to me that you're here. And all of a sudden, I guess it was maybe about 5 seconds later. I mean, it was totally black in the room, dark curtains and everything else that held out the light. And then all of a sudden, the fan above me that had the 4 lights in it, it just burst. And I went, oh my God. And then I'm figuring, then I didn't realize, what I had asked for. And so I figured a fuse was blown. So I went to the fuse, started to get up to the fuse box, and unconsciously I flicked on the light. The light was off. And I flicked on the light and it just went on, normally. And I realized what had happened. I remembered, oh my God, I just asked an angel 5 minutes ago or whatever. So, and perfect timing for the angel. Other times they'll do all kinds of funny things with me, but they're hilarious. And sometimes they'll tell me jokes. Sometimes they'll talk to me, tell me about healing or whatever. They'll deliver a message or something. All kinds of stuff. They just want to be there for you. And we always have, I don't care who you are, we always have a menagerie of angelics with us, dependent upon any given moment of our life. And all we have to do is learn how to accept them. You can even say, oh my God, I'm having nightmares every night. Okay, and if we really believe it within ourselves that there's going to be an angelic there standing guard, and and that there's and it's igniting, say, like a torch of light within you, go to sleep with that light. It'll be wondrous. Absolutely wondrous. Cool. All right. Any other comments or questions, please, before we rock and roll and try these things out at home? All right. Well, I really want to thank everyone for being there. And I hope this was, decent for y'all and that you feel better in your bodies and with the blessings as well. And Nini, let me know how that little girl does. Do you want anything, Nini, that I can help you with?
Oh, just a blessing.
You got it.
Thank you.
You got it, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Blessings, everyone. And
Thank you,
you.
Mark.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
God bless all of you.
You too.
God bless too.